white shadow, full of its blemishes and marks from dead bugs, visits Salvation Mountain. You can see that there is not a lot of plant life out there, amazingly enough, considering how close we are to the water. You can also see over there to the left, you can see the railroad track that I mentioned. I've never been on this side of the Salton Sea, so I'm just as excited as you are to find out what there is over here. When you first come to Salvation Mountain, you are greeted by this sign here. It says, "God never fails, Salvation Mountain, love." There was a time in Leonard Knight's life that he pulled over to the side of the road and he asked Jesus into his heart to forgive him of his sins. And this is the result of that decision that he made. Now, he went through a lot of changes. He actually came out here in the middle of this barren landscape and made a balloon, which the harsh environment totally soon destroyed. And so he said to build this mountain. But after building the mountain a few years later, the mountain collapsed. So he told God, "You know what, Lord, you're going to have to be the one to build the next one." And today, and I know that Leonard Knight had no idea the impact that this mountain was going to make. I know that he had no clue that this mountain, Salvation Mountain, would become known worldwide. That people come from all over the world to visit this place. One of the things you're going to see are lots of paint cans. And as you can see, there are a lot of people here. There's even a wedding couple over there. And I'm not sure what they're doing. Obviously getting married or got married. Or this actually this one over here was actually his residence. But you can see they've taken vehicles and made them their art. There was a time that the local city wanted to tear this down, and yet today this is considered a monument and is protected. We're not even sure who owns the land beneath it. And we are walking on the yellow brick road. So we will see as you look around. I'll try to keep this as steady as I can. And we'll go inside some of these places. Hopefully the steps. Stay on the yellow brick road and no climbing. The waterfalls of love with flowers on it. As you can see, we're climbing up the top. Shades of Dorothy, except this is not Kansas. See a little maintenance, and you can actually see how it was made. There's a straw bell in there, plus some dirt. And then it's painted on top to hold it together. And this is the cross. So here we are. on top of this mountain, and it's pretty cool. I would advise you, if you can get to Salvation Mountain, to come and check it out. One man's efforts, inspired efforts. How cool is this? There are people from all over the world who come here. And you are on the top. Behind it, Slab City, portions of Slab City. So this is the backside of, that's a G, the O, and a D. You can see there's actually a ladder here. So as you look down through there, and paint can that holds it up. Paint cans everywhere. They're part of it. There's a boat out in the middle of the water. Even now you can see people over there pausing to take photographs. Down here taking photographs. Wedding parties taking photographs. I mean, Salvation Mountain, they're spreading God's love just like this said. His message is being heard loud and clear. As you can see down here, this is infrastructure. Look at all that wood he pulled out of the desert, and as you can see, the desert around here, there's not a lot of that. He had to really search, so this is cool. Okay. Okay, I'm going to walk you through without any narrative. Just you and these rooms inside. Must be the wilderness of temptation. This is one of the rooms. Okay. Everything. Absolutely everything. Is art. So this is Ron here. Ron, why don't you tell them who you are and a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Well, my name is Ron. I'm the caretaker of Salvation Mountain. I've lived here for over 3 years. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Ooh. And it's a long way from home, but man, is it awesome here. And what I do is I rebuild Salvation Mountain, love all the visitors, act as a tour guide throughout the day, keep everything, do security, pretty much whatever Leonard did here, I do now.
Preventing people from accidentally destroying it as well.
Even if you aren't here for God, which I'm going to think probably a good 60% of our visitors plus are not. It's a lot of pretty people taking pretty pictures at a pretty place.
Okay.
And
with lots of colors out in the desert.
They get those colors and they see all the brightness and all the love and everything. And you know what? Even if you don't know it, you're feeling God.
So how many hours do you put in maintaining this place a week, would you say?
I probably work about 60 hours a week here. I'm out running around talking to everybody and working. And I try to do as much of the work as I can. But when there's a lot of people to talk to, you want to spread the story. And but also I got to stop and do that. Yeah, we also have docents to help with the story while I work.
Oh, that's cool. So what's the message?
The message is God is love. That's the beginning message, actually. Leonard was he loved God so much, and probably more than most people to build a mountain, but that filled him with such joy that he had to build a mountain to show it, and he wanted everybody to see it.
So you're staying out here in the summertime, and it gets hot out here. I mean, really hot. I mean, you have to be a veteran. Yes. To be able to stand that. I mean, how do you stand that? Do you just get used to that? I mean, can you get used to that?
You have a big mop
that
you can keep wet. That way it's like air conditioning on my head.
Okay.
And keeps my neck from getting sunburned. I constantly am moving. If you sit in the shade a bunch, you're going to get attacked by flies. You're going to sweat nonstop. If you're out here walking around, it starts to come out of your pores, the sweat, and it sunburns away. So you keep more moisture in, I believe.
Okay. I mean, obviously you know him by his work. So tell us what your impressions are of the man.
Leonard was the most loving, sweet guy. He'd greet everybody with the double thumbs up. This was a desert welcome. Hi. And he'd walk you through the yellow brick road and up to the top and let you punch a flower. You know, like all the flowers you see on Salvation Mountain, they're like a half a gallon of Adobe, and you punch it with your fist. And he'd let people do it. He'd mass produce them, stick them all over the place.
But how does rain impact this? That would be something everybody's going to want to know. What's the rain do to all this?
Rain gets in the cracks that you see, and then wets the hay bales and the clay. And those wet hay bales and clay are so heavy that the damp paint, which is latex water-based, that starts stretching and then it starts cracking and causing, because it's pulling down because of all that extra weight. Now, once I go up and I seal all them cracks, the problem is solved. Okay. There's no more water gets in it; it just rolls right off. When I'm up on that ladder, even though I'm ripping that junk off, and you got spiders climbing out all the holes, and dirt in your face, and you're cutting your hands on all this jaggedy stuff. And there are parts of it that are a little on the the rougher side. Yeah. But look down and you see everybody going, "Wow, this is awesome! There's somebody loving this place," and wow, that's how they do it. And you forget about any of that stuff, and it's super fun. To get all the clay to fix all this, I dig it. It's at the bottom of the sand hill, and I dig out a spot, and then I pickaxe the actual clay out and put it in buckets. And it takes like 2 buckets of dry to make a bucket of clay. What clay they use.
Well, so would you say this place kind of gives you a purpose in life?
Definitely. I always had a purpose, but this lets me expand on my love everybody, never give up on everybody. Love should be free. God should be free. You should try to do as much for everyone as you possibly can. Okay. I do believe most people have that in their heads, but I got the opportunity to go for it, and I got to
demonstrate it,
and I ran with that.
Okay, so if you had one message you wanted to give to the viewers, what would it be?
Love each other. Never give up on anybody. Always love everybody. Like when you do give up on somebody, let's say the worst person in your neighborhood, and you give up on them, then they give up on themselves, and then you'll see problems.
Sound advice from a man who lives it. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Love you, everybody.
Okay, so the paint that you get here, obviously it's a lot of paint.
The latex paint.
Yeah, so where do you get the paint from?
Well, everybody, not everybody, but a majority of our paint comes from visitors bringing latex paint with them. Maybe you got a bunch in your garage that you need to get rid of, drop it off at Salvation Mountain. Everything we paint 10, 15 times before we put the colors on it. So any colors are good as long as it's latex. Or people donate cash and then we'll buy paint, or you can donate to salvationmountain.org, and it's a non-profit, so it's a tax deduction.
Okay.
And then that helps keep Salvation Mountain going, and it helps us get a little staff in here to help out, and everything we need.
So you got to contribute. You have a way to help keep this alive and going. And it's free. Keep it free. All right. It is amazing what one can do with just a little bit of faith and some gumption, some effort. White Shadow paying tribute to Leonard Knight for building Salvation Mountain.